Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Greg Ratliff is our show producer as we roll into show number 755. 755 since we went on the air. We're trying to keep track of this. That's pretty remarkable.
That's Al Gore fuzzy math.
It is. It took me a while to figure that up.
Okay.
And of course, this is Fifth Saturday, which is a bonus for a brother Daryl and Daryl, as we call it. We have
kind of like having a blue moon.
Yeah, a blue moon. Well, you get me blue, that's for sure. It's our battle bronchitis. Gene Smith. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, Gene Smith and Dave Gabbert are in here.
Good morning.
And, of course, Fifth Saturday means that Charlie Covington is also in the studio because we are the only outdoor radio show in the United States. It has its own poet laureate.
Top of the morning to you, Larry.
There he goes. And Charlie, at the close of the show, will again present one of his poems. And have we got a name for this poem today, Charlie?
This one's called Carry a Good Stick.
Carry a good stick. So stick around, so to speak. Yeah, as Charlie does this. But, hey, I know the SHOT Show. You folks out there know I've talked a lot about the SHOT Show, been there many times in Vegas. It is an unbelievable.
The SHOT Show to me is like the Grand Canyon. You need to, if you were able to go to it, you need to see it one time.
No, you need to see it twice because it takes you twice to see it.
I know it.
I mean, if you're keeping one of those little charts on how many steps you take during the SHOT Show, it's a long event. But that's when all the new products are brought out. And, of course, our good friends at Browning has been involved in this show many, many times. And, of course, Barnett Outdoors has been in that. And so they've kind of jumped into this crossbow situation. You folks know that I have not mastered that yet, but I hope to. At my age, middle age for a 144-year-old man, I need all the help I could get. But we're really happy to have on today's show, straight from the SHOT Show, back in Florida. Bless his heart, he's got to go back home. From Vegas to Florida, is from Tarpon Springs to Vegas. But B.J. Wolf, he is the Director of Brand Management, Barnett Outdoors, and the Director of Brand Management for Browning Crossbows. Good morning, B.J.
Good morning, guys. How you all doing?
We're doing great. We'd probably be doing better if we were where you are. But I probably wouldn't have bronchitis if I was down there in Tarpon Springs.
Yeah, I know a couple of good little Greek restaurants on the wharf down there. So
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt about it. The best food in the area.
We hadn't even been on the air 20 minutes. We were already talking food here.
Yeah.
So, BJ, I know that looking at your resume, man, you really like the outdoors. You've been involved in this and brand management for Evolve, Flexstone, Wild Game, and Barnett. And now talk a little bit about what y'all were able to debut, a little bit of things and what happened at the SHOT Show.
Yeah, so we've been very fortunate. It worked out over the course of a couple of years. Browning and us and our team here have been courting each other, understanding how we wanted to bring it to market, and ultimately we were able to ink a deal last spring. And it really put us in a position to bring to market some of the most innovative and technology-driven product in the crossbow industry. I mean, we've the hardest task was basically developing a ground-up initiative.
Yeah.
All new stocks, tracks, flight, risers. I mean, everything. Putting technology in it, unique to the industry, and I can tell you this much: the reception at SHOT Show was absolutely incredible.
Wow,
absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and I know that this is a growing industry, the crossbow industry. I mean, we look back and we see Errol Flynn and all the guys in Robin Hood shooting those so-called crossbows and some of the things that have happened. But this industry is really opened up for. I know for a while, and Dave Gabbert here is with our Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, knew that you had to have some physical disability back in the old days. You could not just get a crossbow. And
right.
You had to have a permit from your doctor.
And that's what a lot of the archers, and I believe they're filling that niche, started to me, I can remember 2 decades ago, as the hunting people that hunted with archer equipment got older.
Yes. Yeah.
They kept saying, yeah, like you say.
Like myself. Okay.
When are y'all going to have a crossbow season? I just can't, pull a longbow back or and the compounds, I can't pull it back and hold it, even if it's got 20% let off,
right.
or something, 70% let off, So I think as we've got into it, I'm glad to see the crossbows because it gives somebody like yourself, a
little old man.
Yeah.
Well,
love the archery hunt. Get out there.
Well, I think it's opened up so many doors, hasn't it, BJ, for us, not just for people that maybe can't do the compound anymore, whether it's youngsters, whether it's women. I mean, this is I would think the crossbow industry has exploded maybe in the last 5 years.
Oh, it's been absolutely incredible. I mean, our corporate team, we have a lot of brands outside of the crossbow and archery industry, and
yes,
we're really fortunate to have that kind of insight as to having our finger on the pulse. And without a doubt, crossbows is the pretty much the steadiest, fastest growing segment of the outdoor market.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you mentioned, the states are several states are opening up, loosening guidelines, increasing opportunity for individuals to spend more time in the woods. I mean, if you actually, I did a little ask for our executive team a few weeks ago, and the number of gun season days is for any given state, averages around 20 to 22 days, muzzleloader and youth included,
mm-hmm.
and you get 105 to 123 to 130 in some states days of archery available to you. And as these states begin to continue to loosen up those regulations, it makes it more accessible. And like you said, it's just not the older clientele that are coming in for that matter. I mean, it's an incredible recruitment tool for youth as well as all genders and ages. It's been pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and again, we're talking to B.J. Wolf. He's the Director of Brand Management, Barnett Outdoors, Director of Brand Management for Browning Crossbows. And B.J., tell us, when I've looked at some of this, you've worked closely with the ATA team and helped advocate the EB, Explore Bow Hunting. Tell a little bit about that program.
Yeah, so this is an awesome program if you're not familiar with it. They actually take, if you might be familiar with NASP, which is the scholastic shooting. It's more like a club type traditional general archery shoot. Explore Bow Hunting actually takes bow hunting into the classroom. It's pretty much across the board. I think each of the states at least have some districts that are participating, but some states have really picked it up. Oklahoma, I think almost every single school district has it available. And what it does is it literally takes that bow hunting into the school. So for half a year, instead of doing general ed, you're doing Explore Bow Hunting. And it's training you about ethical hunting. It's got a curriculum based around it, and it's just recruiting that youth and bringing them into our world and showing them that it's okay to be part of it. And it's recognized by the states themselves. It's just really incredible.
Yeah, we have you guys, Gene and Dave can explain, because I know Gene's been up there to see some of the bow.
Yeah, we went to the World Shoot last year. Last year
went to the World Shoot and had how many?
5,140 kids registered.
Yeah, 5,140 kids registered. And so, we've been fortunate on this show. We've had Katuna Lorig on this show many times, and she's the lady that taught Jennifer Lawrence how to shoot the bow in the Hunger Games. And Katuna, five-time Olympian, and as far as the female aspect of bow, and you can go to, we have a place here in Memphis that you can go to everything archery, and they're exploding out there with young kids. So I'm just so glad that you guys have really come on board on this. And so now, as far as the advancement in the crossbow, what can you tell me about far as improvements in it?
So improvements, there's quite a few. So over the last several years, it's one of the biggest things is just making sure that not only is a good, effective, ethical equipment, but making sure it's safe.
Yes.
So whether it's finger reminders or extended finger guards or pass-through foregrips, so that you keep your digits down where they're supposed to be. All the way to the trigger that we've launched in our Browning crossbows. That Trigger Tech trigger has a redundant ADF, which stands for anti-dry fire. So it really prevents and mitigates the end user from basically doing something that could be critical, or having a dry fire on the equipment that could injure them and or damage the equipment itself. So those are some really big ones right there. Just trying to really factor in as much as we can a good, safe, technology-driven product.
Well, I know that BJ. Did you ever think this is what you'd be doing? I've looked at your career thing here. I mean, you're a tooling engineer and die maker by trade, and look what you're doing now.
I was up in Michigan, and there was a
life is good
on the wall for a little bit of the auto industry bubble to burst.
Well,
and I took the opportunity, and like I said, I haven't looked back since. It's incredible.
You must you enjoy your job?
I work in the greatest industry on the planet. How could you not?
That's what I was just thinking. When you're with Plano and all these different kind of things, and grew up in Michigan, and now you're in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and you're talking about crossbows and things along that line. It's just amazing. So people can get information. Where do they go if they want to look up and see what's going on at Browning Crossbows, or maybe Barnett?
Well, you can for Browning, you definitely go to the www.browningcrossbows.com, and it's barnettcrossbows.com as well. Between the two sites, you can find some of the most technically driven, most advanced pieces of equipment in the archery industry, effectively.
Yeah, well, I know we're going to do that, folks. BJ, thank you.
And I know I have to ask BJ one question. Right. I know because you won't ask it. Browning, they make good clothing, and stuff, the outdoor clothing. Are y'all going to kind of talk, because I know Larry wants a signature series green tights to wear, out there, like Browning Crossbow signature green tight, the Errol Flynn series or something.
No, they're not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave BJ with that thought as he completes his day. But we are going to have you back, BJ, because I really want to talk to you before the bow season, talking about people getting their first crossbow, and talk a little bit about that, okay?
That'd be fantastic. I look forward to it.
All right, buddy. Thank you for being on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and we know how to get in touch with you, so we'll stay in touch, okay?
All right, y'all have a great day.
All right,
take care.
Same to you, buddy. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back, and that was kind of interesting.
Well,
yeah, I like to get that. We all get crossbows here. We'll all go together, and you can set it up for me. You can cock it for me, and then I'll shoot it.
Okay.
And then you can clean the animal. All right, be right back.